Sports to the bone, people. greetings once again, my viewers and subscribers. Back at it with another live show. Yeah, man, we just want to talk a little bit about that third T20 game that was played earlier today. Didn't get a chance to do a watch along, so just decided that we're going to see if we can come on and just do a quick little chat. So I'm going to be on here for an hour. I'm going to see if I can read some comments and we can go through the scorecard and just talk about the game in general. Yeah, man. So quite a few things to talk about. West Indies. We're also going to be touching on the Reggae Girls topic. We were booted from the World Cup. We lost 1-0 to Colombia today, but it's a good look. The girls were able to make it to the knockout stage. The Sunshine Girls also came third in the Netball World Cup. So we have a couple of topics to talk about. Yeah, man. So just come in with your comments. As I said, I won't be long today. I'm just going to read comments and then I'm going to bolt out of here. All right, so we see Sir Ian say he's first. Jay's also here. All right. Didn't do a lot of advertisement as it relates to the live, so as you come on, just like up the live. If you can share it, you share it. Some of the usual supporters probably are not aware that we are live. So that it's just like up and share so they can know. Anyone here still want Hetty for captain? I'm not too sure if his ability as a captain should be put into question based on his batting form right now. He has shown the ability before where captaining is concerned. My problem is that he's not. I'm not too sure if he's fully committed to the team like that to be captain in the team. Today again showed that he probably needs to, learn to settle and take control of things as one of the top players in the team. But where him failing doesn't necessarily mean that he wouldn't be able to captain. These are things that he can learn from. Having said that, I don't necessarily want him as a captain because I don't get the sense that he's going to be present for most of our ODIs and T20 and international T20. So all right, so let's get straight into it. So just a quick recap of the scorecard in case you didn't see everything. So West Indies batted first. We scored 159 for 5. India finished off at 164 for 3 in 17.5 overs. It was one of those games where you could see, you could see a couple of things that we did wrong, but it was one of those games that we were just outclassed, you understand, by an individual. And we're talking about Sir Kumar Yadav, Sky, the number 1 ranked T20 player in the world. Played a very good innings today. I mean, we could have bowled to him better, but he was just class. And just like how sometimes we see people like Pooran and these guys are, just prove to be class against other players, and they just have to give it to us. Say, yeah, you were better on the day. It's one of them things that we are, we just woke up in Sky today, and it was in menacing form. So I won't tear them down. I watched the game. As I said, I was at work, but I had I was just in my office for the entire day. No classes or anything. So I was able to actually watch the game. And, I saw some weirdness with our batting, but boy, it's hard to sit down and take the L, but we were just outclassed by that innings, man. The man was just above us, brother. Yeah, man, Tajay, big up. He's a decent captain, but Powell is better. We're talking about ODI and not T20. All right, time for Resetti and Charles, says Sir Ian. I think they should give Shea hope in the next game. We shouldn't have batted first. All right. We need committed players, and Hetty at the moment is not showing that. He says we shouldn't even be discussing the captaincy. The T20 captaincy, there is no problem with the T20 captaincy because Robman Paul is the captain. There is no question there. Bring in hope for Charles, says Jay. Who gonna replace Hetmeyer? The only other batsman we have in the squad is Shea Hope, if my memory is right. Brandon King, match losing innings, says Reed. Yeah. Sports to the bone. We have to give the players credit for trying the series. Today we were just outclassed, as you said. Nobody on our team is bowling to Sky when he's in that form. I was wondering if I was looking into it wrong, Supernova, or I was just giving him too much credit. As I said, I saw the game. I watched the game. So it's not one of them games where I just come out and see a man make 84 and I look at the scorecard and I say, well, how you know make the man make 84? After them couldn't bowl to the man, brother. I mean, I saw a couple of short deliveries from the spinners and the pacers, but when man on the attack like that, you try different things and it just don't come off. Just picture, not saying it's the same class as Chris Gale, but picture Chris Gale in medicine form, and nobody can bowl to him. The man, he was just, I couldn't see how they were going to get him out. Mackay and Shepherd didn't bowl well. Mackay gave up 30 runs in 2 overs. That's what I'm saying, Reed. I mean, he gave up 32 runs, yes. The thing is, he tried a few things, it just never worked. I just one of them games that will never work at all. I mean, when bowlers go for runs, we go and blame the bowlers and say they need to bowl well. But having watched the game, I feel so we get outclassed today. I didn't like King's innings, all 42 or 42 is way too slow. 42 of 35 I could deal with. Plus, and I mean, he got in. So even if the bowlers were bowling tight, you can't really even say that is a reason, because he got in to be there and score 40 in a T20 game, as you said. It's not like you have all top spinners bowling at the same time. So 42 or 42 in that condition, as I said, probably was a little too slow. With 80 runs, anyone can replace him, even Odin Smith. Okay. King pulled Lendl Simmons. Hetty has not demonstrated his captaincy ability for long enough to become. As I said, there is no reason to even talk about captaincy. Ravman Powell is the captain, and there is nobody else in the team right now that can captain the team. Nicholas Pooran would have proven that he cannot do that under pressure. I know we're going to hear that he wasn't ready and he's ready now. That is what Sheldon going to say. But he got the opportunity. Jason Ola had to captain West Indies, take up losing West Indies test team from 20 to 23. You understand? Without a lot of experience, and he took it up. Yeah, and I'm not saying everybody is the same, but he got a shot at it, didn't work out. You can't come back around so quick and go give him ODI captaincy or anything like that. Same thing with Hetmeyer. Hetmeyer is not a settled member in the team as yet, so shouldn't even be talking about Hetmeyer captaincy right now. All right. Now Russell was the worst player in the tournament. West Indies miss Holder today. Yeah, I was wondering if they dropped the whole line, and then I remember that he actually, it seems as if he tweaked his hamstring when he got out in the second game. Hetty is clearly extremely rusty, needs more game time to get back into international match form. Once again, it shows how far apart franchise cricket is from international cricket. Exactly. And you see, that is where we need to try and not be biased. This is where we need to try and not be biased. When you know the potential and the capability of a player, you tend to give them a longer run than certain other players. I remember when Pooran just for reference, was going through an extremely bad patch, and most of us were saying, listen, let him ride it out until it became unbearable. If this Hetty thing becomes unbearable, then you probably have to look elsewhere. But when you have somebody like this and you know the quality, you don't just play him in a three T20s and then drop him, even though he didn't do much in the ODIs. We showed a lack of intent in the power play and the first 10 overs, says Reed. Okay. Today we were beaten and just need to come back strong. Need to change Charles with hope. All right, we were bowling too short. Yeah. As I said, I got the feeling that we were bowling a little too short. But I never, in all honesty, I never see how we going out Sky today, man. I not lie. First innings, all right. Sky really demolished Obed to be, but he got an important wicket early. All right, we were bowling to Mumbai Indians middle order. We had no chance. Okay, just one of those days. Mackay and Hetty both look like they haven't played much high level cricket in the last year, and it's clear to see. And I mean, when Hetty is batting, you can see him trying to pierce gap and trying to move around, but the timing is just not there, and the Sky helicopter shot had me in amazement. When I was watching the game and the man played the helicopter shot, you notice the commentators didn't even make much of it. I don't even remember what they said, but at the end of the game, they gave it as the play of the day. I was like, the man really not turn on the excitement for that shot. It was a good shot, man. Hetmeyer should start opening in regionals. It will force him to be responsible and revive the power we know he has. He is too good talent for a quick fire and out. Also, Windies can't expect our bowlers to constantly defend under 160 all the time. That is true. That is true. Hetmeyer normally performs in Florida, and I can see Pooran getting 100 in Florida. All right. Powell say the bowlers should take off pace, and they did not do it. All right. Let me tell you, man. You see, when you're bowling to a man that is in form, you have to be brave sometimes to go pace off, especially if you're a pace bowler and you see the man that slap you all over the place. You have to be brave to go pace off, yeah, man. Your ego going to make you one bowl hard. The bowling wasn't bad per se. Sky just had something to prove today. West Indian, he should bat at 3 or 4 CPL to get back in form. I think he's talking about Hetmeyer. Sports to the bone. I've been checking around, and my goodness, the Indians were not happy with the Hardik macho attitude finishing the game with a 6 when Verma just needed a single for his back-to-back 50. I haven't seen anything I haven't checked, but I can just imagine. He's not well liked, I mean, people know that he's talented and he's probably going to be a future captain, but not a lot of people like him, huh? Thought it was something with his mother while he was out. All right. I don't know. Okay. And also, why is Pooran not going ahead of Charles today? I mean, Charles is not going to bat deep. Charles not going to bat deep. If Charles is in the team and he's not opening, he's going to have to bat at number 3. He can't bat any lower, in my opinion. Pooran flexible. Pooran can rotate the strike if it is necessary, and Pooran can hit the ball out of the park. Am I the only one that saw that reverse sweep from that reverse sweep from Pooran for 4? We're talking about that Sky helicopter shot. Am I the only one that saw that reverse sweep from Pooran? That was a good shot. One thing for sure, Ravman has stepped up as captain as we asked. 2-1 and our second leading run scorer in the series. Before the series started, we couldn't ask more of Ravman. I concur with that. Plus, we have to remember this is the number 1 ranked team that we are playing. Did you see Ashwin's tweet about the 30-yard markings not being on the field? These Indians are upsetting both players. No, I actually didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. Hetty needs to play more club cricket when he is at home. That will help immensely. The TNT players play down to Bush. Not only the TNT, you are correct. You're correct in saying that, but you know I always have to straighten you out because they make it seem as if TNTs are the only one doing the right thing. But you are correct though. It would definitely benefit him to play some club cricket. You know, we would have seen Jamaicans, Barbadians, whole heap of cricketers in the West Indies doing it. But a lot of the guys that are into the franchise cricket and they are making a lot of money and they're secured where their franchise teams are concerned. Some of them don't really to turn up for the club cricket. But as you rightly said, quite a few of the Trinidadians usually do that. When West Indies are seventh in the rankings, somehow Australia is all the way down at six when they won the World Cup in 2021. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I think Australia actually announced a new T20 captain yesterday. I think Mitch Marsh is going to be captaining. Don't know if it's long term or it's just for an upcoming series. In all the games, Kyle Mayers was scoring his half century in the power play in IPL, giving a flying start to LSG. But what happens to him when he plays for? Yeah, just say, come on, that's one of them things, you know. Sports about why change a winning team. So the only player that was left out was Jason Hola, and Jason Hola, I think, got injured. I think he injured his hamstring in the last game. Don't quote me. I don't know if it's his hamstring. I saw him. He actually tried to play a shot and fell over. So I'm just assuming it was his hamstring and that's why he was out. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was his hamstring. Vince, you have Premier League. All right. Why was the plan to sweep on this pitch? West Indies batsmen came out with a sweep. Charles tried and failed many times and still persisted. I guess they thought that was it. Also, Sports in the Bone, we need to talk about the Ishan Kishan antics. When will the umpires dare say anything about it? I swear if he does it again, or Camp better complain. It's borderline cheating. Yeah, he needs to chill. And as I said in I don't remember if it was the last live, he's actually one of my favorite Indian players, but he's basically, going down the thing now. He needs to calm down. He needs to calm down. He's almost becoming as annoying like Monty Panasar. You all remember how Monty Panasar used to appeal for everything? I think CPL starts on I think maybe the 16, I think. Last T20 is the 13 and CPL. Oh, the 16. Yeah, man. So CPL just a couple days away. CPL is starting on the 16, only 8 days away. So a lot of cricket. It looks like Hola twists his knee. All right, so Sheldon is saying it seems as if it was his knee that he actually twisted. Oh, okay. So if Jason Hola was injured, Odin Smith should be in that Raston chase. One would have thought so, especially seeing that the pitch wasn't offering much spin. But I think the fact that they said that, they were one spinner short in the first T20 game, they decided to go that way with a little, I guess, well, I won't even say backup batting from Chase because he wouldn't have batted early. But, I don't know. But the pitch would have proven that there is not, the seamers would get a lot from it. So I'm not too sure why they went that way. Should we put in hope for Charles? No. I mean, I was against changing a winning team, but no, Charles has had like 3 failures in a row. No, Mayers also need to get a 50 or his spot might be up. Yeah, I personally had Shea Hope in this second game here. I was saying, in this third game, I was saying I didn't want to drop Johnson Charles after just 2 games, but based on how things went in those 2 games, I had said that I would have played Shea Hope in this one. Yeah, so I wouldn't have a problem if they do that. And as I said, Kyle Mayers, it would be nice if he gets a 50. I mean, he got 25 today. I think it was 25. Didn't look too bad, but it would be nice to see him getting a 50, or just to make sure that everything is bougie. That's that. Yeah. All right, let me see. Because Odin Smith is a better batter and he's good with the ball too. All right, Supernova Florida is normally high scoring, right? Yeah, I think so. I think so. But so you keep track. I mean, if so, I don't would necessarily keep Charles because of that. Who was the overseas player Talawas did pick? So Talawas actually got Alex Hales. I actually have a video on that. Gonna upload it tomorrow morning. So yeah, Hales. He recently retired from international cricket, but still a good player, man. Me happy so we pick you up. It looks like the Odin and Sammy argument was resolved since Odin was on the bench, smiling as normal. Would be great to know what occurred there. Would be great to know, but probably they can just keep it in. I mean, I would want to know, but better than just keep that in there and don't let it get out to the media. Because if it's any little disagreement, they're going, the media probably going to spin it up and down and all sorts of things. But it would be nice to know though. CPL sellout. Are we going to drop Hetmeyer? I don't know if the other people in the comment section are ready to drop him, but I not dropping him as yet. Hey bro, just come home. Sad West Indies lose and Jamaica ladies. Yeah man, kinda tough there, What is the main purpose of the CPL? The main purpose of the CPL is to produce T20 players for West Indies team. According to the lead selector, this is one of the main tournament that they look at to select the West Indies T20 team. It's a way to expose young and upcoming short what do you call it now, white ball players and all of that. Also a way to bring in revenues. Main purpose is to make money and show off Caribbean big hitters, nothing more. Show them off to the world. All right. It's clearly not for the Caribbean people because the start time 10 a.m. is clearly for Asian viewership. And as they say, they're trying to bring in overseas market and sponsors and them sort of things. IPL developing their cricket, so what can CPL do for West Indies cricket? As I said, it's geared towards bringing in money, but the basic things they will tell you that the basic is there. It's to expose our cricketers. What the? So so I think I plug in my laptop. They remember say me use it at work all day today. Hold on, people. I'm always coming on. I thought this laptop was fully charged. Didn't remember that I actually used it at work today. All right. Sports to the bone. Thanks for the update. Can watch the match due. Can watch the match due to work. Yeah, man. No problem. CPL is not for CWI development. People, what I say, it's a way to try and get sponsors and try and get people placing their ads in from the Asian market. Reed reminding you all to like up the live. If you are just coming on, guys, as I announced early when I just came on, we're going to be on for 1 hour. Just coming on to read the comments, seeing that we have had a couple of games. Well, we have had one game since last time I went live. Won't be able to stay much longer than that. Have some other stuff to sort out. So just make sure you keep your comments coming in. I'm going to use the entire hour to just read some comments. All right. CPL is where West Indies pick their players to get opportunities. All right. CPL just selectors bag of old players. They don't give young players chances like that. Raymond Simmons and Ford are good pacers for the future. Yeah, man. Ford actually just played in the Canadian T20 League final. I hope Alex Hales will perform good for us. Yeah, man. I hope he's. You would know how happy I am that we managed to secure somebody like Alex Hales. This is a man that scored 80. What was it? 83 or 86 against India in the semi-final of the last World Cup. To push England to the final. He was out of England's cricket for 3 to 4 years, maybe 3 years, and then he came back. So that's definitely a big boost. I was cut up about Rahman Poe leaving, but this kind of cushioned the blow. Hales, Jamaica is a huge boost for the show. Yeah, man, that kind of that cushion the blow a little bit. Also, when CPL starts, don't be surprised if Imad Wasim is the captain the captain again and not Brandon King. Yeah, I mean Wasim had experience, but I think they're going to go with King this time. No way TKR don't make playoffs. When I say no way TKR don't make playoffs, well, last year I heard that no way they wouldn't have won. You know, I don't feel like Talawas is a Jamaican franchise, man. Them haven't played in Jamaica since 2019 and ain't playing there this year. The last I checked, the Jamaica Talawas main was mostly owned by a politician. Don't know if he's still a politician from Florida. Don't know if he's from Florida, but in the States. I also heard before that people from Guyana have high stakes in it. But I can't really confirm because I'm not sure. Yeah. Are the final CPL squads out? Um I mean, most teams confirmed all of their players, but see, Jamaica just signed another one. So I am assuming that some other teams probably have one or two slots to be filled. But just 8 days away. I am sure they're probably going to be posting them soon again. Sheldon, so we can take a look at it. You don't need to worry, Sheldon. Remember, you have the winning squad, man. I just can't see Brandon captaining a major side. And I when he was named captain, I was saying, hopefully this is the turn. This is the turn, turning point of his career because I've never really seen him doing much captaining like that. But let us see. Let us see. Let us see. TKR to run it. TKR to run it back and finish last. Hopefully. Jerry to the line for the Lakers. All right. Rutherford big season incoming. Boy, that would be that would be good enough. That would be good. That would be definitely good. Rutherford tends to perform in a lot of the leagues around the world, but we don't really get steady, consistent performances from him in the CPL. I think he won the CPL with St. Kitts a couple of seasons ago. So I'm hoping that we'll get some runs from him. Sports Bone, did you get to watch your football girls versus Colombia? Will they get heroes welcome back in Jamaica? Would be kind of sad if some more cricket fund gets cut for more football facilities. So I didn't watch the game. I think the game was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I couldn't watch it. In terms of heroes welcome at home, the politicians will put on a parade. They will stand up and take a lot of pictures and they will make noise once they return, and then you won't hear anything more of it. If it was the males now, then you would hear all sorts of hullabaloo and up and down. But they're going to be welcomed, media circus and all of that. Politicians, they're trying to get political points. But apart from that, you're going to hear the girls bawling next year again. You understand? I think I saw something where they said each player on the team would get 60,000 US once they made it to the second round. Not too sure if there is any bonus or anything, but I heard something like that. I'm just hoping that goes straight to the girls and not for the federation to distribute, because I don't too trust the people in which part of them think they're Jamaica. But let us see. Hopefully, as I said, the facilities not get cut down. They say TK are not winning. I think Brandon King struggled today to get 42 from 42, and Kyle Mears 25 from 20. Normally they scored faster. Yeah, man, we spoke about that earlier, that he was slow. Sports in the ball, big up. We lost today, but I'm okay with it because we still 2-1 up and we playing I think he's saying a top team. I mean, we're 2-1 up, yes. So I'm happy for that. That's not the reason why I'm not upset, though. I think we gave it a good shot. We gave it a good shot today. Couple of the bowlers bowled some sharp balls and things, but we just run up in a man where we're just tough, Sky was just tough, Virgin. But yeah, all the TKR is mainly trainers. These other CPL teams are bought out by Indians. Look at the name changes: Zooks, Tridents, Red Steel. All of our culture snatched from us, sadly. All right. The Jamaica franchise is owned by a Guyanese businessman based in Florida. Okay, okay, okay. All right. West Indies would have to win today if King, Mayers, and Charles got out in the first over. Mm. Hmm. I hear you. I mean, the CPL franchise hardly play in front of home crowd, playing at 10 a.m. empty stadiums. Yeah, them time they're not really worth it, man. You know, as I said, as Supernova said, they're probably playing to try and attract the. If Sheffield and Lewis comes and performs in the CPL, is that two more added for a World Cup squad in 2024? How many players can we clearly carry? 17. So Desmond Haynes clearly stated that there is room for other players. He said that they named a squad. The squad that they have, they want to keep that, right? But there is room for other people. He said the CPL is coming up, so people have an opportunity to get in. They would have to be consistent throughout the CPL, though. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know if it's going to be 17. Don't know if it's going to be 17. But whatever it is, if those two guys perform, it's good to have pressure. It's good to have two other names in the mix. Also, what's going on with the SSL and Usain Money? Bolt hasn't seemed to kick up think about it recently. Can't tell just how much money he's made over his career. Yeah, so Bolt has as you know, as I said, he has made a lot of money. One of the things that I heard Bolt say, one of the things that Bolt said was, he didn't want to go publicly with it and speak about it and bring in international media by giving interviews because he was trying to preserve the face of Jamaica and all of them sort of things. Because he's an ambassador for the country and so, but them sort of things are going to get drawn out. He's probably going to get drawn out in the court for a while. It's going to get drawn out in the court for a while, but that is how those things are. I know those guys that are at the top, they are elitists. They have their friends in high places, and an island like Jamaica, once you know the right people, you tend to you tend to get away with a lot of foolishness, because the most famous and the most loved Jamaican, they could have chopped him like that. They call it chop, or they could have scammed the most famous and the most loved Jamaican. You can just imagine what the average man I do. You can just imagine what the average Jamaican is going through if they do that something like you said. Lionel Simmons in the TKR squad. No, I don't remember hearing Lionel Simmons' name in any squad. Sheldon confirmed for us, but I don't remember hearing his name in any squad. CPL is for the India TV viewers. Sports the Bone, Pooran almost passed Chris Gayle as the most run scorer in T20 internationals for West Indies players. Really? Well, international, probably not too far from him, but T20 in general, I think not too close. But yeah, that's good. I don't have a problem with King and Mirrors. They were positive, just weren't middling the ball. All right. Also, West Indies batting lineup is definitely too dependent on Pooran. It's like the ODI side with hope. If they don't go big, it seems like the batting struggles. Granted, it's India and not a small team. Yeah, but you are correct though. You are correct. More often than not, if Pooran fails or if hope fails, we tend to crumble. That is why we need people to be mature and play good innings. Powell playing as a out and out batsman, right? Well, he bowled today. He needs to be more proactive with the bat, be consistent. Same thing with Hetmeyer, and the guys and the openers, all of them. Sports about who you think will be the threat for Australia, Seals or Moti? This is different, man, because this would sound like a two different pitches talking about, because we will be talking about the spinner and the pacer. Australia, the pitches are usually favorable to seamers. I would probably lean more towards Jaden Seals. Grant Timothy is going to have an important role to play. What do you think of Ashwin saying we got terrible facilities and people getting upset? I mean, we don't have the best facilities in the world. I guess people just don't want these things to be highlighted. But sometimes when you have international people coming and highlight these things, they tend to get fixed pretty soon with money that we had no idea was even available. You understand? You know, I am sure that when West Indies tour, not everything is to our liking, but we don't go complaining for everything. You know, just like other teams don't go complaining for everything. But I guess the facility is that bad where they had to say something. So probably Ashwin talking will drive the people to spend some money that we didn't even know was in existence. I would put Puran at 3, Powell 4, Hetmeyer 5, Rutherford 6, says Joes. All right. Puran and Hope carried the ODIs, and Puran and Powell is carrying the T20s, says Sheldon. All right, yeah, we need a couple more guys to step up. And Sports of the Bone, do you think that Mayers should come back against Australia? In the test you're talking about, I am still working with the same principle. You know, we don't need two all-rounders. If we're in the same playing 11, if we have Kyle Mayers there, we're probably going to have him because of his batting. We don't know. We don't not because of his batting, because of his bowling. So he wouldn't be opening. You know, he wouldn't be opening or anything like that. You know, our batting at number 4. We don't know what all the way in January is going to look like, and the worst thing about it, a lot of these guys are going to be inactive. A lot of these guys are going to be inactive, right? When I say inactive, they're not going to be playing in the quality red ball cricket. So I am still leaning towards the actual batsmen playing. You know, it's just sad that Alec and Mackenzie and these guys going to have to wait so long. But I wouldn't mind see Brathwaite, Shandopal, you know, Alec, Mackenzie, Casey, Carty, Blackwood. I wouldn't mind seeing those guys. So not saying they have to bat in this order, but if they can maintain good form, Shandopal, Brathwaite, you know, Alec Arthur is Blackwood, Casey, Carty. Who else we have in the that we had in and around the test team? You know, and then you know we have whoever the all rounder that we're going to use. Odin Smith deserves to go instead of Chase, and Charles needs to change now. He's batting with his chest instead of the bat. Sports of the Bone, who will be playing? Who will we be playing after Australia tour? I don't even remember, you know, because Australia is way down in January of next year. You know, I don't remember if we have England after. You need Chase. You need more than one spinner in Florida. All right, I swear Florida is usually a run fest. I think that the park is small. I remember listening to the radio in 2016 when Lewis and Rahul went mad in Florida. All right, we really need to have specialist batsmen that can bat, spin, and pace. India really did us bad with spin. Yeah. I've always said it, you know, this man don't forget anything at all, and I don't know, you know, this man don't forget nothing. Pakistan tour got cancelled. Yeah, Pakistan going to work with their Pakistan Super League. England is before. So okay, so we have England and then December. So England trying to get back to get back at us that quickly. We need Hetty to score at a high rate. He gave us 41 runs so far at a runner ball. Not good enough from the finisher. I agree, Sheldon. I agree. He definitely needs to score faster, but it seems as if he's still not fully back to the level that we know he can be. He's not timing the ball well. Even the shot that he got out playing today, I didn't have a problem with him going after it. I think it was in the 18th over. The ball was there, he just didn't time it. You understand? When he's trying to play the ball in the gaps, he looks good. Just playing normal shots, but whenever he's going to muscle the ball or try to hit it for 6, you know, the timing is just not there based on how I am seeing it. Yeah, but we need some runs from him. Hetmeyer's users need to go along with Shepherd's channel. Okay. England is only white ball. All right. I'm sorry, but as long as there is a half decent spinner in the opposition, I don't see Charles making any runs. Hope is a better option. That's the same thing most people were here saying that we're probably gonna need to go with Shea Hope there because it's rough. It's rough with Johnson Charles when it comes on to the spin, man. Easy. Sports and Bone. Do you think that Kemar Road should play 100 tests before he quits? It's not a matter of if he should, if he's still bowling well enough, then I don't see why. If he's still bowling well and still can command a spot in the team, then I have no problem with it. People gonna say give the youngsters a chance, but youngsters will get opportunity, and all they need to do is outperform him. But once he's still able to command a spot, obviously he should not be selected because you're trying to get him to play 100 test matches or whatever, But once he's still performing, man, we got England, then Australia, Pakistan cancelled. All right. Agreed, Daniel. He had too many chances. Oh, okay. All right. Haiti has 450s in 52 international T20 matches with a strike rate of 117. The performance, what you're seeing from Haiti is expected, says Matt Pryor. Okay, I'm not going to really work with the trolling business right now. The only thing to do, they can do with Eti is bring him at 3 and send Puran as a finisher, as Eti seems to only finish in IPL. TKR to the world, he says. What happened with Sammy and Odin? We're still not sure. We just saw a little spot there. As I said, I am hoping it's nothing too serious. If it is something serious, I'm hoping it doesn't get out in the media and they deal with it inside. As much as I would love to hear what it is, Hope has the quality to play all formats. Okay. Sports in the Bone, let us hope this series. We must win India in Florida. Yeah, hopefully we can get them. I mean, gone 2-0 up was is definitely a feat. It's just that we got outplayed today and things. Sports in the Bone, how many years Christopher Taylor banned for? I'm sure I did a video on this, but something like this out of the blues now. I don't remember if they are still I don't remember if he's still provisionally suspended pending investigation or they gave him 1 year. I'm gonna have to try and pull it up. Can John Campbell play in the CPL? No. No. So once you're banned, you're not allowed to play in any ICC sanctioned event. And I am sure that an event like a CPL that is geared towards selecting international players, I'm sure that he won't be I'm sure. I don't think he's going to be able to play in that one right there. Yeah, that's I'm not really reading that these comparing of players and really that Florida leg is going to feel more like a away series than home. Pure Indians will be in the crowd, bearing down on us. Would be nice to win the 4th T20 and shut them up. Definitely would be nice to secure that. Also, can Devon Thomas play CPL? That's what I'm saying. When these guys get banned from playing in ICC sanctioned event, even though the CPL is a franchise thing, I am thinking that. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I just sent a text to ask somebody that would definitely know. Hopefully he gets back to me. Didn't he have a certain amount of time to respond? Yeah. I mean, he shared some stuff with me where the information is concerned, but as you know, that is ongoing, so can't really say anything about it. But let us see. In terms of him being able to play, though, I doubt while these major investigations are going on, um, even though it's franchise, I doubt it. I doubt they can play in any of these events, though. I think they can only play some local get together cricket. Sports about if Christopher Taylor suspended for 4 years, then his career. I don't think it was 4 years, man. I think they were looking at it for 12 months. I think, or so. I should have been the one asking. I should have been the one asking you that because you're always talking about. It's like oh, I think these guys are talking about. Yeah, about John Campbell and Devon Thomas cannot play in the CPL, banned from all franchise tournaments. Did they select a West Indies under 19 team after the recent championship? I mean, they always have players in training camp at the High Performance Center, but when they say select a team to do what? Select a team to do what? They always have players in the West Indies High Performance Center. But when you say select a team, select the team to do what? Hope have developed his power hitting, man. Can play T20, although T20 is not all about power hitting. Based on the squad right now, I wouldn't have a problem if they give Shea Hope an opportunity if he gets in for Johnson Charles. He's class enough, he's quality enough. You understand? He's class enough, he's quality enough to really go out there and do his and do a thing. Anthony should be on this side. Maybe he will eventually get on. He should be easily be on ODIs and tests. But after this year's CPL, he's probably going to get on. He has shown that he can hit the ball. He's going to be playing for Barbados in the CPL this year. I am hoping that he will play well, and then he will make the step up for that. Also, Sports about men's CPL starts at 16, but is there any information out there about the women's CPL? I heard them saying that they are definitely going to have it. The 60 competition that they had, was it last year? I don't remember them confirming that, but with the CPL time coming up so close, you know I'm definitely going to do a video reminding us of all the dates and stuff like that. Earlier in the year, I'm sure that I did something like that, but with it coming this close, so close now, I am definitely going to make sure that I look up all the information and put it out there again, so I don't give out the wrong thing. Sports one, probably Christopher Taylor should ready for the Olympics next year. Then, as I said, I'm not sure if he was provisionally suspended pending further investigation, so I can't confirm. Akeem Agosti didn't perform, but I know he's gonna be the West Indies under 19. Is he still able to play under 19? Is he still able to play in under 19 cricket? Thought he was a little older than that. All right. Also, what happened to the home run competition 60? That's still a thing. I'm not too sure if it's going to go on this year. When they launched the CPL this year, they said something about it, but I think they said they were still looking into it. Hope can bat at 3 and reduce the balls. All right. You really love. All right, let me just say this from now, guys. You guys are two regulars, so you know how we operate over here. Jay and Channel. You guys are too regular on the channel. So you know we operate over here. We just come and we deal with sports. We don't really have time for them foolishness here, man. You guys know how we operate on this platform. So not everybody is going to be able to get along, but we don't really facilitate the chasing and them foolish them. We don't really facilitate these type of energy. That is how different groups become toxic. And if you all wonder how this channel keep going, is because I usually remove the toxic comments and the toxic stuff from early. So you know we don't really have time for them things. If you guys want to be involved in a chasing match, just do that over Twitter or Facebook or something. Sports to the bone. Odin Smith is very indisciplined. I remember him getting some licks in a Super 50 and in a Super 50, and after bowling the last ball, he kicked away the ball, resulting in 2 extra runs. I remember it, I remember it, and I spoke on it, and I was saying hopefully he learns from it. I mean, frustration is always going to be there for all players, but you still need to be aware of your surrounding. You still need to be aware of what you're dealing with. So you're allowed to vent. You're allowed to vent and to behave certain way. But at the same time, you don't want to be kicking ball away and giving up runs and stuff like that. So frustration is always going to come through, but you just need to be aware of where you're at. Also, have you watched any of the 100? Anytime I try to watch the pairing, I think the 100 benefits the women more than the men. Honestly, I haven't seen any, but I have seen a couple of scores. I haven't seen any of the games though. But I'm happy that the women are over there doing their thing. As I said, that's the T20 competition there that the women really, get a change from. Sports about which athlete should be the next Usain Bolt? I don't know if anybody should be the next Usain Bolt, but he's somebody that people can train and aspire to be like. Hopefully, my little boy that I have out there will be the next man as fast as Bolt. But let us see. Hope bats too slow, says Ian. We don't need the young men to start playing T20s so early. Leave them to develop their game for the test matches. T20 can wait. I'm talking about Arthanes and Mackenzie. Well, Sheldon, most people would agree with you, but hear what now? Most people would agree with you, but these guys, they are on CPL teams and they are talented. So teams are going to be looking at them. The original cricket lovers like yourself and others are going to want to see them playing test cricket and developing their game. But, a lot of teams going to be looking at them. You think West Indies playing better chasing more than set runs? Well, I don't even know, I don't even know, but probably we chase better. Probably, but a lot of time we chasing small totals and battle it. So I don't know if I should say it's a 50-50. It's just Caribbean emotion sports to the bone. Like Odin and Sammy. Yeah, the man them need to chill, man. Man them need to chill and nobody with the whole heap. If Shamar Brooks could be in the T20 squad, Hope can be in it with no problem. All right, those Facebook groups are most toxic I've ever seen. I've seen people make fun of Polar's appearance and 80% of them Trinidad versus Guyana. Yeah, that it's a lot of it, man. It's a lot of that going on, and I have to do a lot to try and gear this thing away from them sort of things. How was the game today? Boy, Bake, we give a full rundown and we only have 5 minutes, but we lost. So West Indies, let me just give you a quick synopsis. So West Indies made 159 for 5. Brandon King 42 from 42. Rahman Poel 40 from 19. And India made 164 for 3. Sky, that's Sir Kumar Yadav, he made 83 from 44 and basically took the game away from us. Odin don't deserve to play international. 26-year-old and can barely bowl 10 overs. Why a lot of guys in the mid-20s are keeping themselves in the shape only to play T20s and T10s. While I want to agree with you that international sporting superstars should be fit enough to play, different formats. These guys, they are, they keep themselves in shape to play only certain games. How was the game? Yeah, I just gave a little information on that. Sports to the bone. Who you think should win the 110 hurdles this year? Blundell or Parchment? I like to go for the veteran. It would be nice to see Parchment taking it again. All he needs are a run now. All right. Also, when is Elaine's next big race? So far, it seems like she hasn't had a good year at all. Also, how is Brianna Williams doing in her career? When it comes down to Elaine Thompson-Herah, I don't even know when she's gonna run right now. It's really tough what has happened to her in terms of having to change, camps and thing. I have explained already, as coaching an elite athlete and coaching a regular athlete is two different things. Coaching a Olympic champion or a world champion, coaching them to peak at the right time is different from coaching some college athletes. So read between the line, because a man is within the family and is a coach doesn't necessarily mean so hopefully she can get her career back on track. Brianna Williams, I have never really been sold on her. When she was 17 coming through, she was running some fast times, but I think she has been on the scene for quite some time now. Should be running 10.7s, still running a lot of 10.9s and 11s. So let us see. Arthanes and Mackenzie can't make it yet in their CPL team. Probably Mackenzie will get, Arthanes will get a run in the Barbados team. I don't remember what the Barbados side is like, but I'm hoping that he will get a run. Hopefully Mackenzie. If they don't play, I'm not even too worried because I want them to play Test cricket. The female track scene is more interesting than the men's for a while now. Alana Reid, Juliana Alfred, Jackson, Thompson-Herah, Clayton Twins, Sharika, Abby Steiner, Gabby Douglas, Shelley. Yeah, the ladies are doing it, man. The ladies are really doing it. Not a lot of males coming through. Most of the males that are running fast in high school, once they transition out of high school, that is it. I have always said I am not a big fan of athletes, 15, 16-year-old boys running 10.1 in high school and 10.2. It's not good for the muscle when the muscle is still growing. I am not a big fan of that. You're going to have the 1 and 2 athletes that run fast and when they are young and they still grow. But if you look at it, most of the athletes coming through some of the top high schools in Jamaica, they run fast in high school. They run fast at champs. But after champs, you have something name, as I have said on here enough time, principally a diminishing return. When you pressure the muscles too much when they are young, they're not going to really go too far. And I have countless athletes that I can name right now. Sports in the morning, I saw Jamaica youngster batting Odin all over the place. Yeah. They take out Moti. Why they take out Moti? So Moti wasn't in the T20 squad, so that is the thing. As I said again, we bowled too short. It was ridiculous. We made it easy for Sky. He was hitting bad bowling. It was not that he was hitting great bowling. I mean, quite a few of our deliveries were short, Sir Ian. I agree that quite a few were short, but he put them out. He was able to put them away just the same. Sports about what happened to Omar McLeod? I think he had an injury, and at the Jamaica trials, I'm trying to remember if at the last trials he actually didn't. I think he didn't make the team. Trying to remember if he fell over a hurdle or what, but he didn't make the team. I think he's more than likely working to get back in shape because he's very fast over the 100 meter. He's very fast over the flat 100. So obviously, he's going to be a hurdler that you will always want to look out for. Sports of the One, what are the players you are looking forward to perform in the CPL? I mean, the usual senior guys, but I'm looking if Arthanis gets an opportunity, obviously. Mackenzie, Sheffield Rutherford, this is going to be a big year for him. He's now fully established across the world in different franchise league cricket. So he will be looking forward to him. Evan Lewis, don't know if he's planning to return to West Indies cricket, but would be nice to see Evan Lewis getting some runs. You have a couple of other youngsters that got selected. So, but those are some of the ones that I am looking forward to. We are almost there now, my people. As I said, we were going to stay 1 hour. Going to read a few more comments and then I'm going to run out of here to jump on different work. Sports of the Bone. Hetty didn't deserve this call to West Indies versus India series because the man have no form whatsoever. Do you agree with this statement? No, I don't agree. Coming out of the IPL, he wasn't in the worst form. It's just that he hasn't fired so far. I didn't have a problem with him getting back in. The only thing I wanted to hear was how did they work out things behind the scene. He obviously had to go to leave the Major League Cricket early to go and meet up with them and thing. So it would have been nice to hear if a discussion was had, but I guess they wanted to keep it indoor. But because all of the chaotic thing happened in the public, it would have been nice for the public to get some information to know that everything has been settled. But throwing emotions aside, I didn't have a problem with it, Maya getting back in. Him coming in and not scoring though is worrying, In my estimation, I find as if Brenna Williams' career seems stagnant. It looks like she's not improving. I don't see her moving much further. I mean, she just changed camp, but as I said, 16 and 17-year-olds for the boys when they are running 10-1, 10-2, you're probably not gonna have a long career. Girls when they are running 11-1, 11-2 at 16, 17. I don't want to call judgment over anybody's career, but if you want to get an understanding of what I'm talking about, just check anybody from Jamaica around the Caribbean that follow Jamaica track and field. And know about the athletes from certain high schools in Jamaica that are always winning champs and look at the long list. Just ask somebody. If you think I am making up things, just ask somebody. 4-day break now till Saturday the 12th. I'm confident in West Indies, hopefully killing off the series in the early. Holder should be back by then. Saturday, it's all the way to Saturday. Well, hopefully we can do a watch along. It's to said Ashwin, all right. Elaine Thompson was in the verge of Flo Jo's records. Sad that she made certain decision. I doubt any other coach can get her back to where Francis did. Exactly, Daniel. And when you get to that level, it's not easy to go down and get back to that level. You understand? As I said, coaching has a lot to do with it. The talent is there. Coaching has a lot to do with it, Elaine is on the 4x100 relay team at the World Championship. I haven't seen the team as yet, but not competing in the 100 and the 200. I have to see her name first. I have to see her name on the squad, on the team squad that she's traveling. The fact that she's not saying that she's egotistic or anything, but the fact that she's not competing in the 100 or the 200, I have to see her name on the team sheet. I like the challenge that Pandya set out to Puran. If you want to hit someone, hit me, and dared him to come after him in the next game. Yeah, I mean, as a captain that is known to be a good bowler, it was good on him to take up that. Hetty struggling badly, yeah. What about Julian Alfred? Yeah, she's looking good. I'm almost certain that a couple weeks ago she went pro, didn't she? Or I'm remembering wrong. I think she went pro. She's looking good, man. Sports about Rashid Dwyer and Taekwondo Tracy Orn doing good. So conflict of interest. Let me leave it. I went to college with one of the above named athletes. So let me leave that one. I think ICC could have more A-team matches so we can see what the youngsters have to offer. Yep, they need to do some more investment. Rutherford deserve a chance now to play for West Indies. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully the CPL will get him up and running. Brian was injured this season, as were the twin turbo. Let us see how they will turn out. Let us see how they will turn out. Let us see how they will turn out. All right. We're gonna leave it right here for now, my people. So, well, you come on right when we're finishing. We're gonna leave it right. Her name is on the list put out by J3 for the. Okay. All right. So Paul is saying her name is already on the list. So that is good. That is good that we're gonna have her there. All of those young athletes that you are all talking about that were that they did some fast times in high school. As I said, let's just hope they are able to continue and bring it up into the professional scene. But we're going to leave it right here for now, my people. We're going to have to head on to some different tasks right now. So we will touch base again pretty soon. Just continue to support the channel. Make sure that you like up the videos. If you have not yet subscribed and you're on here, please subscribe. Thank you to all those who came out and gave the support. For the couple of supporters that were back and forth on topics that weren't, not cricket related. Yeah, that's how we do it over here. It's nothing personal, but we try to gear the channel in a professional way where we don't become like some of the Facebook groups and some of the other YouTube channels and stuff like that. So we're gonna leave you right there. So for now, happy for the support. Yeah, big up on yourself and stay safe, and we'll touch base again later on. Zin, blessings everybody.